Hey folks, Jessica here with another Airgun Depot's Top 5. In today's Top 5, we are going to be looking at airguns from a brand that needs no introduction, Umarex. No, not the giant, short-armed, upright, walking dinosaur that walked the earth millions of years ago or terrorized people on an island museum park in a film series. This is Umarex, not T-Rex. Now that we distinguish the difference between a lizard and an airgun company, let's take a look at what made it into this week's Top 5. At number 5, we have the Umarex Air Javelin Air Archery CO2 Rifle. Man, that's a mouthful. If you are like me, you may be asking why the word javelin is included in the name of a rifle. To be honest, the only time I've heard the word javelin has been when it comes to track and field events or throwing sharp sticks at my younger siblings. Don't tell my mom. But make no mistake, this sweet little rifle takes small game hunting and recreational arrow shooting to a new level. Sending 170 grain bolts at speeds up to 300 FPS, the Air Javelin produces energies of around 34 FPE at the muzzle. While this may not seem like a powerhouse, simply unthreading the field tip and screwing on a broadhead turns this rifle into a nightmare for small game. There is no archer's paradox to concern yourself with, meaning your shots will find their mark time and time again. The Air Javelin has plenty of room for accessories. With a full-length Picatinny optics rail, you have space to mount the optics of your choice, with room to spare for lights and lasers. In addition, there are also M-LOK mounting slots on the right and left sides of the frame, allowing for even more accessories, like a quiver or a bipod. The possibilities are endless. If the traditional stick and string archery method is not your cup of tea, then look no further than the Umarex Air Javelin for arrow flinging fun. Coming in at number 4 for all you pretty boy Floyds, we had the Legends M1A1 177 full auto blowback CO2 BB gun. While the Prohibition era ended more than a century ago, can I get an amen? This timeless icon will always hold a place in history. Inspired by the real firearm that was commonly referred to as the Tommy gun or Chicago typewriter, you history buffs will recognize this gun's significance in the gangster era of the early 20th century. The 177 caliber steel BB version, complete with full metal frame, fall wood polymer stock, and realistic open bolt blowback action, features the same iconic looks and functionalities as the original. Even Babyface Nelson would have a hard time telling the difference. With both semi-auto and full auto fire capabilities and a 30-round high-capacity magazine, make sure you are stocked up on BBs and CO2, as you will probably want to shoot for hours. At number 3, we had the highly anticipated Umarex Gauntlet II PCP air rifle. While it may look like you are going to battle in a scene from Starship Troopers, this updated version has the power and accuracy to take out anything from backyard pests to aliens, should they ever attack. Available in 22, 25, and 30 caliber, shooters have a vast array of options to choose from. The bolt now features a larger knurled handle with 15% less cocking effort, and the all-weather synthetic stock has been redesigned to make it lighter and more compact for when you're chasing those invading backyard pests. Despite the added power in shots, the air rifle is now quieter when shooting due to the 4-baffle design that reduces the sound of a shot by 8 decibels over the original Gauntlet. For adding a scope, the Gauntlet II features an upgraded Picatinny dovetail optics rail, and there are also M-LOK slots on both sides and the bottom of the forearm for mounting accessories such as lights, blazers, and bipods. So if Mars ever does attack, make sure you are prepared to send them through the gauntlet. If you did happen to wake up in the middle of the night and a T-Rex was about to chomp down on your pooch, at least Umarex does have an air rifle up to the task. At our number 2 spot, we had the Umarex Hammer PCP air rifle. This behemoth is able to sling 550 grain, 50 caliber slugs downrange at 760 FPS for an unheard of 700 FPE and a 250 grain slug at 1000 FPS. The hammer has more than enough energy and power to knock down even the largest game. So if the news headlines read that a person was eaten by a T-Rex while trying to defend Fluffy, we know it wasn't the gun's fault. Additional key features include a built-in manometer, aka pressure gauge, 24 cubic inch carbon fiber tank, Weaver Picatinny rail for ease in mounting of optics in a poly one designed and manufactured stock. This may not be your everyday pest plinker, but in the unlikely chance Jeff Goldblum or Samuel Jackson need help fending off toothy critters, you got their backs. Last but not least, coming in at this week's number 1, I first have to ask you a question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? For all you Gen Zs in the crowd who are scratching your heads, my apologies. For everyone else who was graced by the tall, handsome, Dirty Harry's presence, you know where this is going. At this week's number 1, we had the Smith & Wesson M29 CO2 BB revolver. Notice how I said BB and not 44 mag, the most powerful handgun in the world. Nevertheless, the Airgun revolver comes packed with features that even Clint would appreciate. With textured fall wood grain grips, a swing-out cylinder with a functioning ejector, and even 6 BB cartridges to replicate real brass, this replica leaves no detail behind. Yielding up to 80 shots from one 12-gram CO2 cartridge, backyard plinksters can unleash their inner police inspector on any unruly targets that are disrupting the peace. There it is, folks, this week's top 5. Whether you're looking to plink some cans or down an unruly dinosaur, this week's lineup of Umarex air rifles has something for everyone. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching Airgun Depot's Top 5. We'll see you next time.